Guys, welcome back to the joinDOTA MLG Season 2. This is the game between Vega and Ninjas in Pyjamas. It's the best of 2. The best of 3. The first game went over to NiP, Ninjas in Pyjamas. So if they win this, they will literally win this already. So I am Azure. I'll be casting game 2. Unfortunately, Bone.Blue is unable to join me for this particular cast, but it's okay, we'll still go as and when it is. So Vega Squadron surprisingly banning off the Chen and the Lina, so less burst damage, but the Chen, to be fair, solo played a very good Chen previously until he DDoS and had to come up with a stand-in, which Gotham came in to stand in for him. That's where they pretty much fell apart. So, but Chen was banned by Vega himself. Ninja in Pyjamas banning over the Sniper as well, the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain was played by NiP, and they themselves are banning it right now. Troll Warlord and Magnus being picked up by Vega Squadron, which is a very good pick because the empower on the Troll Warlord is going to be really crazy, especially when he's in mini form, which is most of the time when mini form.
Team band.
Ninjas in Pyjamas picked up the IO and the Witch Doctor. A very interesting pick, but it's still very early to say because there are two supports. Beastmaster has been banned by NiP. Beastmaster was played by Mac the previous round and he gave so much vision. I mean Mac was really zoned out. He couldn't really get his last hits. Yet at the end of the day, he had his Necro Book 3. He had a refresher. And the vision he gave was just phenomenal, spot on. So Axe being banned on this side of Vega Squadron, so we'll probably be seeing a lot more melee heroes, I guess, on the side of Vega, and the Phoenix being banned off by the Ninjas in Pyjamas. They do have to be careful because the Witch Doctor has his ulti is able to be disabled, so I'm not sure whether they would be banning off. I mean, characters like the Silencer or even, let's say, Skyrock for that matter. Storm Spirit has been banned off. It's surprising because the previous time when, you know, in just not too long ago, the Bat Rider, as long as they wanted to pick the Bat Rider, the almost immediate response to that was a Vengeful Spirit to disable. In this situation, there doesn't seem to be much disable, unless the Witch Doctor can get his stun, but it's very unlikely. The Zeus is picked up, so we'll probably see an off-lane Zeus, which we actually see quite often nowadays. But the thing that really interests me now is IO. I mean, I've been seeing so many IOs recently, and they're all spot on. I was watching the other game, Soneko was playing IO. I mean, it was just spot on, like whoa, spot on sort of thing. So the AA picked up Ancient Apparition, picked up by Vega, so we are looking at the Troll Warlord as a core, as the carry, Magnus as the mid, and Bat Rider as the off-laner, so to speak. Sorry about that. Ninjas in Pyjamas, if they're running Zeus as the off-laner, they're still owing the carry and the mid. So I guess they'll be picking the carry last. Since they know Magnus is mid already.
Reserve time.
So what do we have to respond to this? What sort of carry would be good in this sort of situation? I really am not sure.
Slug.
I'm gonna pick up the slug.
Tire team pick.
They did pick the carry first, so the slug gives. I mean, the slug is a very good carry in my opinion. I mean, he does have his regen. He doesn't need to travel all the way back for his regen. He can come back into the fight. But I'm not too sure if he's against the Troll Warlord. Would that be much difference? I mean, he will be able to use his Shadow Dance. I think it's called the Shadow Dance. Yeah, I mean, he'll be able to use his Shadow Dance, and during that moment, the Troll Warlord will not be able to attack him. But would it be enough? I'm not too sure. I guess a puck would be good in this situation, but Night Stalker being banned out. They are still missing a mid unless Zeus runs mid. So I'm not too sure how Balana fits into this lineup here for Ninjas in Pajamas. I was thinking more like a puck or something to lock down an Earthshaker or no, Earthshaker cannot be a mid. I mean, we have seen it as a mid, but not in competitive scenes anyway. Disruptor being banned by the Witch Doctor. I mean, I talked about the Silencer. I talked about the Skywrath Mage being, you know, silence based heroes to stop the Witch Doctor, as well as the Zeus ulti. Zeus being a very squishy hero himself. I guess the Disruptor, I sort of miss it up, but it's the same concept. As but the Disruptor does have his lockdown as his mini stuns, makes it slightly much more dangerous. So looking for possibly a position for Vega Squadron right now. An Enigma?
Reserve time.
But you won't be running two junglers if this is an Enigma. And also, this will be able to, I mean, go against his relocate. I mean, he will relocate, but as long as you still have your recall, I mean, you still have to come back where you were. So it's a very nice ban, a very well thought out ban by Henskin over there. I'm taking some time to think about this because there's so much. I mean, you have a relocate here, you have it's a Skywrath Mage, and exactly as I said it, Ninjas in Pajamas did not ban out Silencer Skywrath Mage. Silencer maybe not that much of an efficient hero, but the Skywrath Mage especially, I mean, just use Ancient Seal on either the Witch Doctor, the Zeus, or even the Io. You can't relocate, and Mystic Flare will just burst them out like crazy. To add on, your Ancient Seal will block the Thunder God's Wrath, will block, will disrupt the Death Ward, and will actually block the relocate from the IO. So the IO's relocate is just really irritating. So Ninjas Pajamas need something to lock down right now for Vega Squadron, and one thing I can think of is possibly, yeah, possibly the puck. What else is there? But the Sniper has been banned out, Queen of Pain has been banned out. The Outward Devourer? No, I don't think Outward Devourer really fits into this at the moment. I still think Puck, but I've not seen Puck being run as a solo mid as often now as compared to previously. I'm not sure if it would actually be that pick. So
10 seconds remaining.
And it's an Enigma. So I thought it was going to be an Enigma there. I didn't think of an Enigma here, but I thought it would be a mid hero and Zeus off lane, since you'd be seeing it quite often. But since Zeus is running the mid, so yeah, everything looks fine at the moment. The Enigma with the black hole. I mean, they did ban off the axe. being as it is, with the black hole, with the witch doctor, as well as his use ulti, I can see a very good combination coming out. But at the same time, Vega Squadron cannot be just ignored at the moment, because Solo does has his Mystic Flare and Ancient Seal, and Magnus can empower the Troll Warlord and does so much damage, as well as cleave Ancient Apparition with his Ice Blast. Yeah, his Ice Blast. And you have a lot of squishy heroes inside of NiP, so yeah, that's that. So let me introduce you to the team. Now on the side of the Radiant, we have NiP now. Hanskin on the IO, you have Era on the Slug, carry Slug, and what's his name right now? Jonas on his Enigma, Limp on the Zeus, as well as Seal Kid on the support Witch Doctor. Pashibashu on the Troll Warlord, no one on the mid Magnus. Seaman the Slayer, the support Ancient Seal, Ancient Apparition. Mac on the offlane Bad Rider. And there might be a encounter over here. Let's see if they actually go through it. Seal Kid pretty much going a little bit too far. Limp hiding in the trees, but Solo will spot his vision over here, so no biggie. But there is a 4 against 4 here, so they might want to contest this room. Limp being slowed down, no one. Probably, he doesn't have his skewer, so but Limp running very low, and Limp will get the first blood. Sorry, Limp will give the first blood to Pashibashu. The slow on concussive shot, as well as the chilling touch, increasing the damage, and no one with this it isn't a skewer, it's a shockwave. Yeah, it's just enough. And you do have this whirling axe thing to give that extra slow, because he was really walking very slow, and that was first blood. So starting, they lose the bounty rune, they gave first blood. Not looking good for NiP now. I mean, just look at it. It just, yeah, the net worth of Pashibashu's net worth just shot up so much. I mean, you have 500 on the carry NiP on Era. But Pashibashu has 1,200, that's more than double. Or actually, just nicely double. The Enigma has to be a little bit careful over here. The IO will give him enough regen. Era opting for 2 sets of tangos. Even though with Hanskin nearby, Hanskin goes for a quick bottle, being the first item he gets. So I guess tangos can be pulled to Hanskin as and when it is necessary to. Seal Kid currently on the safe lane on his own. Seal Kid was the off laner, I think, the previous round. Not too sure about that. I have to check again and see. But nonetheless, Enigma doing his own jungling
Radiant's bottom tower is
top.
under attack.
He will be spotted up by Solo, but he does not have enough mana. But he does come. There is a Hanskin to give the extra regen. Mac trying to force them back off. Firefly is up, so that gives him a lot of gold over here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lim doing very well to close the gap between himself and no one. But Seal Kid, very difficult. Pashibashu with that extra advantage in the beginning, as well as chilling touch on the ancient apparition. There's really only so much he could do. So this is a 3-minute push of this tower, and they rotated. They run 2 only. So Pashibashu has to go up top to farm, unless of course he does, because there are 3 on top, so I guess he will stay in the Radiant jungle to jungle. He does have to be careful of Enigma though. Enigma is level 3 already. Handscan. Now it's Handscan's turn to disconnect. So like we were discussing in the previous round, I don't know, watching a game has become really tiring right now. A game that can be ended in 40 minutes now takes like 60 minutes because of, disconnect here, disconnect there, and then DDoS supposed to be 10 minutes, but it dragged to about 15 minutes in the previous game, and then you had to remake the whole thing, and then because of remaking the whole thing, the performance of the team just drops like significantly. So it's really, I don't know, for me, and I guess for a lot of viewers, this is getting really frustrating at the moment. It's starting to put people off watching tournaments. I'd rather be playing a game rather than spending time waiting for people to reconnect. But it does give me some time to look at this though. Okay, Mac will probably be very safe right now because he does have his bottle, a full bottle up, and skewer, so he's able to skewer back if he wants, for that matter. So he's pretty much safe. Level wise, we actually see that they seem to be very even at the moment. Slight advantage being on the mid Magnus. The other Bat Rider, and of course the Pashibashu on 4s, and the rest are on 3s. So pretty much quite even. Reconnected, Handscan has reconnected, so the game will go on. At least this isn't that much long of a wait. It does have his full bottle charges. Just be very careful though, Limp. Rotation's coming up, but there's a ward here that spotted Seema. Tower diving here because they do have the creeps to hold up. So Handscan will possibly die here, being a more squishy hero. But there's a nice tether, but no one was just nearby in the vicinity skewer. And there was a very spot on skewer coming in. While Handscan was coming down, he actually managed to skewer. So there's a very spot on skewer in my opinion. So good play from no one. Zeus probably going for a very early soul ring. He does have his boots up already. Handscan coming in at the bottom to farm as much as he can. He does need to get his regen items as quick as he can to support the fights. So since they have seen that there's rotation up mid and there's rotation at top, there's 2 at mid, 2 at top. So a safer place to farm for Era would be at bottom. While they create space pushing the other lanes at the moment. The banner, the different pajamas banner looking quite nice. Vega doesn't really have anything, no banners, no nothing. Pretty simple, pretty easy.
Radiant's tower is under attack. Radiant
Pashibashu doing what Troll Warlords all do. There's great rumors that the Troll Warlord will be nerfed this coming update, so we have to wait and see. for me, it might need a very minor nerfing, but it doesn't, not too much of a concern. I mean, there are so many times where
middle tower is under attack.
the troll warlord actually has failed to deliver, so Liam has to be very, very careful here because Solo is behind no one. If he overextends and no one, oh wait, no one doesn't have his Mystic Flare yet, so that's a benefit. But the gap between the two carries now extended to 2,000.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sorry about that. So, second non-talisman coming up on the Skyrock Mage, giving him the slight extra damage because of his and mana regen with his intelligence being increased. So Ring now up on Zeus. I mean, I don't know. Based on this, it does seem that NiP seems to be very, very afraid right now. It's very nice. And that is actually putting a lot of pressure, a lot of putting a lot of difficulty on their carry to farm, and you know the gap is getting wider. I mean, he's trying to do the best he can do. But an early lead on a troll is not one that you want to give, especially on a troll. You would have to shut him down really, really hard, but at the moment the troll seems to be free farming, the troll seems to be doing very well. He has 1 kill from his first blood that he took, and 0 deaths, so I mean, he does have his helm coming up really, really soon, if not already. Yeah, very soon. He already has 1,000 gold. He could get his helm right now. But he's going for a Yasha first. I think the troll was an agility hero, right? Yeah. So it gives him that extra primary stats. Bat Rider already completing the Wing Dagger in 9 minutes, which is relatively quite a good timing. Enigma going for a mechanism. Zeus just giving vision spamming. I mean, this is a new meta. I was talking to one of the players, one of my friends, Tian, just recently. I was saying how different Zeus has become from the long cooldown ultimate that used to burst down enemy heroes to now being used as just giving vision. It's global vision to begin with, and yeah, so it has changed quite a bit over the years. Like his second skill, Lightning Bolt, used to be only for 1. There is a lasso being used as well as an Ice Blast, so that just bursts down the Enigma just like that, with the Firefly as well. No two way about that. But for me, I feel it would be pretty interesting to see the Zeus with a set. I mean, make him look what if.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Look at it go.
Just like I said earlier, Vega does have a lot of very nice combos. Ice Blast being used, and it does seem that joinDOTA might just die. Well, good thing he does have his stick charges as well as the heal. If not, he would just crack and die, falling below the threshold. Take a look at the graph for a moment. Team net worth about 6,000 on the side of Vega at the moment. XP about 3,500 on the side of Vega. So it's not too far, but it still makes a hell lot of difference. So Hashibashu trying to take down Hanskin, and he might be able to take down Hanskin. Firefly being used, as well as the Mystic Flare. They do take out the Enigma. Hanskin has relocated back. Relocated Zeus back, not wrong, and he will come back in here to die. And they're just waiting for him over here. There's a problem with IO. He does save people, but he ends up dying quite often. All the while, not to forget Seema the Slayer, with his, especially now with his Hanamidas, since he's still free farming top lane, he will get pretty flat. Fat, sorry, not flat, for that matter. I mean, you compare the two supports, and I mean the four supports. You see so much. I mean, the difference is minimal, but still a difference nonetheless. Solo coming in, being very careful now, because even if he uses Death Ward, there is a Ancient Seal used over here that can disrupt the Death Ward. It will be a wasted Death Ward.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
On the kill charts, it's 1 for NiP and 5 on Vega right now. Seema the Slayer being pushed back a little bit, but nothing, no biggie, nothing to worry about. So they will try to force down this tower, but you do have Seema the Slayer spamming out his ultimate. I mean, they have really low cooldown. It's not too bad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And there's no rotation, so they will take down the tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower is
Oh no, but Ancient Aspiration with that impeccable timing does deny the tower, whereas the Troll Warlord doing what he does best is just pushing towers and towers and towers. I mean, 3 tier 1 towers have been pushed by him alone. Okay, not to say alone, but he has been taking 3 towers and doing so much, contributing so much to the team. So yes, it might be a possibility that the Troll Warlord might be nerfed in the next update.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
In fact, it seems very likely.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But again, we'll have to see how it goes. Era, he has to build his Midas because he's farming very slow. He just needs the Midas as an investment to catch up with the Troll Warlord. But even though I say that the Troll Warlord is free farming, they are also allowing Era to free farm quite some bit. So it pretty much balances things. But Era is a level 10, and Hashibashu is already level 13 and has taken down Roshan. So with 3 towers down and Roshan on the side of NiP, this doesn't look good at all. They do have a ward. Lim has spotted a ward. I mean, that's one thing about one change that they made on the Zeus, where Lightning Bolt used to be used on the hero itself. Now you can give vision to wherever they use it. Mag blinking in and Lasso, together the Ancient Seal and the Mystic Flare. As I said, that combination is just amazing. Firefly gave him that ability to go across here, which his other teammates would have to come through here, so that took some while. By the time he does come together, the Mystic Flare and the Ancient Seal with the increasing magic damage, he's pretty much dead. There's a 1-6 now, and Vega seems to be dominating the game either by kills and by towers.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So there will be a Pashibashu trying to catch up the Enigma. He will turn back. The Magnus with the reverse polarity. Ancient Seal. There is a Death Ward available, but they're just backing off. So everyone on low health, but really nothing to get it. So Steamer Stay will die, but it's still a support. So 2 supports nonetheless. The rest being able to get away. They still have to find a way to shut down the Troll Warlord. I mean, the Ancient Seal was very good to use on Seal Kit. I mean, I think he did use it with Death Ward and was sealed up, shut up kind of thing.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah. Another pause. No apparent reason for the pause being given. So very defensive play being played. Now you see, if you actually look at it, the Midas is starting to pay off for the Slark. He's about he's gonna get his Yasha probably another 60 gold. No, he's probably get his Yasha already. Maybe let's do it right. Enigma will be bursted down here, especially with the Ice Path. Hansken doesn't have enough to heal him off, and Hansken will die. Oh, but it's a good thing that Limp was nearby, or Still Keep was nearby. So now the tables are turning. No one has to try to get out as quick as possible. Era has used his pounce already, and the balls are just flying around like UFOs with balls. So, very good turnaround, but at the same time Hashibashu is just pushing down the tower. He knows that there's a rotation coming in, blink, very quick blink, and TP, so that's really quick reactions from him. But the tower is down to more than half life gone. So that being said, yeah, it's pretty good at the moment for Vega. I mean, the first game it was the same way. Vega had a very good early game, but I mean, Era managed to farm up, and late game wise, they just didn't have a response to what NiP brought to the table. In this round, we do see Vega. I mean, the Troll Warlord does have his mid aggression, which is pretty much now. This is where he gets a little bit dangerous. Slark still rather far from what he can bring to the table, but the Slark is a level 13 as compared to the level 15 Hashibashu Troll Warlord. 3 Null Talisman now on Skywrath Mage, so this is very very intelligence dependent. So 1 more minute.
top tower is under attack.
On the Roshan. Enigma. Oh, BKB now up on the Troll Warlord. This is one, and the Blink Dagger. This is one big fat troll right now. My Axis are thirsty or something like that. So pounce, but very good for stuff up in front to evade that pounce. If he not, he would probably be dead very quickly. They do see Enigma. There is a rotation. Reverse polarity being used and Enigma being pushed back. Even though he does use his black hole, but nothing can be done. I mean, it's 5. What do you expect? And that was an expanded, wasted black hole. There's 180 seconds left. So there's like 3 minutes for the next black hole.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Again, the same thing happening again. Seal Kit being Ancient sealed up with his with the Mystic Flare and the Lasso Firefly. And that's why I felt that Skyrock Mage is a very dangerous pick. I'm not too sure why NiP did not ban off. They banned off the Disruptor, which is, to be fair, Disruptor is also a very good ban in that situation because it can really hurt the team a lot. But like I said, there's so much on the Skyroth that can also hurt the NiP, but oh well, they see the effects of it now. Era's still pretty little slow. He has his ultimate orb and his orb of venom. And he needs another orb of ultimate orb. Jonas, Enigma, trying to survive this. I mean, he has been dying quite some times now. 141 being his stats. He does have to be very, very careful. He needs a BKB for that matter, but I don't think he'll be able to rush it in time. He's not even getting a BKB to begin with, it seems, by the look of it. I'm not so sure if the Belt of Strength is a added value. I think so, because I don't see the Enigma has any use for his Yasha at the moment. Pashibashu just tanking it up. He does have the Aegis of Immortality, so there will be an initiation from a Limbo Die to the Mystic Flare, Arcane Bolt, sorry, Mystic Flare is the ultimate. So Pashibashu will just push down this tower as well as the mid. There is no respawn, and there is no way that I can see that NiP can respond to this at the moment. The slug needs quite some farm in order to be effective. Seal Kit already expanded his death ward. Reverse polarity and being skewered out. There will be 2 more heroes down, both being supports. Era just take down the Bat Rider. Pashibashu trying to get out as quick as he can, but again he has used his ultimate. He pounds out of the Ice Blast, Ice Path, and the rest of them will just... Oh, there will be a stun, so Sima Saber will fall here as well. So it was a 2-for-2 trade, but they do have the advantage because they got a core. So NiP just get that slight advantage because they did get a core on that. Solo, they know Solo somewhere around here. I don't know. He got 4 stuff up. So Era will go back to farming. As well as the Enigma. So pretty good fight. But sadly but surely, the team net worth difference between the two is 5,000 gold now. 4,000 gold make it. Smoke Gang coming up from NiP, going into the jungle to see what they can get. There will be a rune contest, and they will see the Mac stuns and everything. Zeus took the bounty rune, and the death ward being expended on one hero, but of course there is a slightly less cooldown. It's a 70-second cooldown to go. So was it worth it? I think it might be. It's 900 gold on the side of NiP, so good enough for me. I mean, if they are able to drag this late game, things can be slightly different. Era is nearby, but again, Hansken, this 2 solo between Solo and the Bat Rider combo is just really scary. He does have 2 ultimate orbs, he's just missing the recipe, and he will be able to get his Skadi thereafter. Hashibashu coming in. So it is a 3 hero. Jonas Fan has his ultimate, has the black hole, and he will blink in, and he will not blink black hole because he is ancient sealed up. Solo has to get out as quick as he can. Hashibashu, there will be a blink in 1 second. He might blink in and stun. Reverse polarity being used. Everyone in the ice blast and Era will die as well. So it is a total team wipe. Oh my goodness. I don't know, I'm just frustrated looking at this game. I mean,
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
I mean, there's so much that this guy Roth is contributing to this game just by his ancient seal alone. I mean, if the Enigma had been able to pull off that one black hole, things would be very different. They would have taken down Hashibashu, they would be taken down so much over there, but because he couldn't pull off the black hole, it gave time for no one to come in and reverse polarity, skewer him back, and then together with, you know, the another ancient seal as well as the mystic flare and the firefly, it's just too much damage to burst down every one of them. So Mask of Madness on the Bat Rider, which is a very unique pickup. I don't think I've seen it quite yet. So Overclock being picked up though, so BKB coming up, I guess, on the Bat Rider. There's a lot of BKBs being picked up right now, even the Witch Doctor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No one to try to force down the tower. Mac will initiate, same thing on Era, especially the carry. So you bring down the carry, there's no response at all right now. So it really seems to be a GG game right now. Hashibashu will be able to take this down as well as the Rex, as long as there's creeps available. Zeus does manage to take off no one with his ultimate. Does give vision that they are here anyway, something that they should have already known. So reverse polarity used on Limp himself. Death ward already being used, so he doesn't have his death ward. So this is really a GG game. It's GG call. Yep, GG done.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
NiP doesn't have anything else to respond to this. So like I said, this new pickup on Mac and Solo is a very good pickup. And they have proven their worth so far, so far so good. Game 2 on the way of Vega Squadron, so it's 1-1 at the moment. Game 3 will be coming up in a short while, so yep, I'm Azure signing out.